just in case somebody wants
Okay,
to.
I kind of covered some people up with my wine glass. Sorry.
Are we doing it again?
We probably should. I don't know how I can do it with. All right, this is better, I think. Okay.
All right. Wait, hold on. Amanda's coming in. Amanda's going to want a boomerang too. Hold on. Wait. No, this is actually very reminiscent of actual summit, where people don't know what the heck is going on, and we're all gathered waiting for one another. Some of us have drinks, some of us do not. Hi, Amanda. Where are you? Unmute yourself. Put your video on. We're doing a boomerang.
Get out of here.
Ah. Yes, this is what happens every year.
Where are you? What are you doing?
And why are you not down here yet? We're all waiting for you, Carrie. Put your makeup on. Okay, Amanda. Harold. There you are. Oh, she got a tan line and everything.
Hey, girl.
I love it. All right, we're gonna do a boomerang. Get a drink, Amanda. Doesn't matter if there's not anything actually in it. No one cares. You can just fake it. Fake it. All right, I don't know where she's going. This is for real.
Get it.
This is like last year's summit when Danielle left her wallet that had her passport and IDs in it in an Uber. And we had to wait for 45 minutes for an Uber to come back and not steal all my things and money. Oh, and Amy's hopping in. This is the way it goes. I love it. Yay. Hi, Amy. She connecting to audio. Hi, Samantha. All right, Amanda, you ready? Okay. Cheers it up. Carrie's going to take a boomerang.
All right, here we go.
Just ready? Start cheering. Yay!
All right, I think that's the best I can do.
Is that the best one you can do? Okay, that's good enough. We'll go ahead and kick this party off. All the stress. And I'm clang-clanging, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. Everyone, you look so beautiful. If you are in your hot mess attire or your finest gown, it doesn't matter. You are loved, you are welcomed here, and we are excited. So just a little heads up. I know I explained it in my, here, I'm gonna mute all just real quick and then we'll unmute later. I explained it in my live video in the team page, but I'm going to explain it again here because there's so many new people in this team, and you will find out just how many new people on our team a little later in this call. So many new people on our team this year, and Summit is the once-a-year event. It's a fitness and health conference that Beachbody puts on, but it's also a celebration. It's also team bonding. It's also gathering together. When you work in a virtual setting, it can feel very isolating sometimes. And when we all get the opportunity to gather together and to hug one another and to wait on Ubers with one another and to ride scooters around Indianapolis and fall off of them and skin our knees, and we actually get to, it's like it becomes this real thing. And I think sometimes when we're in our virtual boot camps and when we are in our just the day-to-day life, this feels a little fake. It feels a little like, I mean, they're real, but they're not like I can touch their face real. And when you get to hug the people that you follow online, and when you get to see Autumn and you get to see Joel and you can hug them and like it, and you hear the heart and soul behind, I would probably get a little emotional because I love this team so much. When you hear the heart and soul behind Carl Deilicher and why he started this company and why they chose which ingredients for Shakeology, it's not just a bag sitting on your shelf anymore. It's actually something that you can feel inside of you, that you can get your heart behind. And so I am obviously a tiny bit devastated that we are not all there in person. We were scheduled to have our biggest crew that was ever supposed to be going together to Louisiana this year. And obviously because of COVID, that did not happen. But we, Beachbody, and we, as in this team, are making the best of it. And we are going to do the very best we can to bring that same feeling to one another. So like, to me, cheers to you, big hugs to you. I wish I could just like grab each of your faces and like smush it in between my hands and just go like that. Because I freaking love you guys. I always think that like it always comes across as like a little crazy online, but in person it might too, but at least I'm there. Hey, yay, there was Kendall's face for a minute. All right, I did prepare a little slideshow tonight, and we do have a little bit of training. So Beachbody Summit is a whole lot of recognition, a whole lot of team bonding, and some training. It typically is a whole lot of training, but listen, I ain't gonna do a whole lot of training tonight. I have one thing that I want to share with you guys, and that will be pretty much it. And we can always chit chat and ask questions and do all the things then. But without further ado, and I will say some of, I feel like our, what am I trying to say? Our normal stuff is already jacked up because of all of the amazing announcements, and I did not get home in time to put the new announcements, so I'm just gonna have to like announce them like lame-os. Okay, Team Nourished, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I love you guys. You have my heart, I promise. Okay, new coach must knows. We're actually gonna kind of skip over this tonight. 4 vital behaviors, take a screenshot. This is what you do. You're gonna do your thing. You're gonna start your challenge, eat your good food, drink your good drinks, do your good workouts, lean into the community, do your personal development. You're here tonight. I feel like you know these things. Okay, welcome to our Summit Style Celebration. As you can see, I have put on, this is last year's stuff. Every year at Summit, and we'll announce, if you haven't already heard, where Summit is for next year. You get this fun little lanyard. I love lanyards. It makes me feel very official. It always has like all the little things on the back. And then you get these fun little ribbons. And so this was mine from last year. You get a ribbon for your rank. You get a ribbon for different designations, your where you are on your road to elite, your success club, like how many months in a row you've hit success club, if you're a 365er. I mean, there's some people, you'll see them, they have lanyards that are stacked up this tall, you know, as tall as a child. And that's awesome. But you also get fun little medals. And I love medals. Y'all know I will do insanely stupid things for a medal or a t-shirt. So anytime that I can rock a medal, I can wear a lanyard, and I can get a ribbon, I'm in 100%. So that is a big part of Coach Summit, is celebration. And that's what I hope we can bring tonight. Quick little weekly top 5 and weekly or month so far recognition. We have so much freaking recognition tonight. It thrills me. Our weekly top 5. I'm so excited for Kayla Barnes to be #1 at the top. This is her first time being #1 at the top. So congratulations, Kayla. My second CBC is up there at #2. Carrie Summers rocking 3rd place this week. Amanda Collison and Kendall Phones. Congratulations, ladies. You all are helping all the people. The weekly top 5, if you don't know this already, is comprised of people who are hitting Success Club, people who are enrolling coaches, and people who are meeting volume criteria, meaning they have sales. So it's a math formula. I don't know math. My assistant does it. There we are, weekly top 5. Congratulations, ladies. If you have helped Success Start, in case you don't know, if maybe you've never helped a person before with all of this, but with the Success Club, that is a marker that Beachbody celebrates every single month. That means you've helped 3 or more people. That is kind of our minimum standard of you're moving your business forward, you're helping people, that kind of thing. Congratulations to myself at SC10 already this month, Carrie Summers at SC6, Amanda Harold at SC6. I know there are still some of you guys who are pushing, and to, especially those of you at 4 and 2 and 1, I know you guys are pushing to help all the people this month so that you can get yourself in Success Club. You can earn that Fearless tank. You can earn your Success Club prize from Beachbody. You can do all the fun things. But Carolyn Dion, congratulations at SC4. We have more recognition for you this week too. Kayla Barnes, same thing, SC4, congratulations. Renee Koth, Amanda Collison's at SC2. She's helped 1 person this month. Kendall Phones, SC2. Michelle King, SC2. Mercedes Giselle Hupe, she's at SC2, Karina Hutchison, SC2, Layla Bryant, SC2, Paige Yorgi, SC1, and Haley Zarita, SC1. So guys, in case you ever see odd numbers on the board, because like I said, you get 2 points for every 1 person you enroll. So how did Paige and Haley get SC1? Those are what's called retention points. So if your people continue on their supplements the next month, every time you get 200 volume points, like you've had enough of that retention, you get a fun little SC point. They're just giving you a little boost, a little bonus. It always makes you feel good to have that. And retention is a really big deal. That means they are enjoying it. You're doing your job. You're connecting them. You're plugging them into our communities. They're getting results. So always good stuff. Okay. Guys, look at this pretty little board. I stayed up so late to make this board last night. So this is as accurate of a representation as I could possibly do at 11 o'clock last night from our team. But guys, this board, I was like putting people in and I was like, oh, look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. Look at you. You're so beautiful. And I just love all of the lives that we are touching on our team. And these are not representative of people who are out there like, oh, I'm crushing this business. I'm doing all the things, like I'm smashing goals. Guys, these are people like me and like you who are just engaged in their personal journey. Maybe they want a discount. That is amazing. We love you. That is not something that you will not be celebrated for on this team. Sometimes when you go to big, big summit celebrations, I mean, they have like 25, 30,000 people at these celebrations. When you're a coach, or when you've never helped a single person before, sometimes it feels like, well, I'm not doing that. Well, I don't have a medal. Well, I don't have a lanyard that's 6 feet long, and you feel a little like less than. You are not less than on this team. We love you. We love every single stride that you are possibly making for your own health goal, or if you're going to help others. Our goal in Team Nourished is to always help you hit your goals and help your customers hit their goals. So congratulations, guys. This picture makes me super, super happy. So our rank recognition, I don't know where to put this thing. I don't know if y'all can even see it, but our rank recognition for this week is freaking huge. It's freaking huge. And I made this last night and I was like, oh, look at all the fun little like diamond shapes and all these things. Guys, our team this week hit 3-star diamond qual. And maybe you're brand new and maybe that means absolutely nothing to you, and that is okay. It is fine. You will learn all of the terminology as you go along. But 3-star diamond is really freaking huge. It means that our team is making giant, giant strides in this business. Congratulations to us. That is huge. I know it's my second CBC hit diamond this week. Matt's CBC is back at diamond, and Amanda Harold, who has been, she's been holding her diamond since January the 8th. Because guys, it's one thing to hit diamond and to fall right out of it. Like that happens all the time. That happened to me when I first did it because I felt so pressured, like hit diamond, hit diamond, hit diamond, hit diamond. And I did. It took me 13 months, which is, so this is a little sidebar. I'm in another team's page just as like a peeping Tom kind of thing. And I'm really good friends with the majority of their team. They had a girl who hit diamond in 4 days. 4 days. She helped 12 people. That's what she did. She decided, this is what I'm going to do. I've never seen anybody do it faster. I thought 18 days. Prior to this, 18 days was the fastest I had ever seen it before. She hit diamond in 4 freaking days. She went from coach straight up to diamond. I was like, oh boy, if I was her coach, I would be holding on to my seat. Like, girl, I don't know how to do this, but I'm with you. It took me 13 months to do it. And then when I hit diamond, I fell out of it completely because I did not know what I was doing. And so my goal, and I'm not telling you to take 13 months to hit diamond. I hit diamond in my second CBC. I opened that, what was that, February 28th, February 29th. I opened my second CBC. So it's taken me since February 29th. So essentially like March 1st. So March, April, May, and June. So 4 months to hit diamond in my second CBC. Even that, like, I'm like, well, I probably could have done it faster. But it's 12 coaches, you guys. You enroll your mom and your husband or your brother and your best friend. You have 2 controlled CBCs, you enroll 12 people. That's what it is. I mean, you can do it. If you decide that's what you want to do, you can totally do it. What I want to teach you how to do is build a long-term sustainable business so that you don't just hit it and fall right out. Because the thing with qualifications, and I'm going to go over this a little bit more as 3-star qual keeps going, but you have to hold that qualification for 6 total weeks in order for it to count. So as awesome as it is for us to hit 3-star diamond this week, guys, we got 6, well, technically we have 5 more weeks to hold that because this first one counts as a week. So we got to hold that for 5 weeks. But it's not just sitting around and holding our breath and not doing anything else with our business. It is continual growth. That's how you build a strong business. And that is what we are in this to do, to build strong businesses, to build strong bodies. We are stronger together. And that's what I want to do here. We have our Emerald squad down here: Amanda Collison, Layla Bryant, Carrie Summers, Megan Pickup, Paige Yorgi, Amy Myers, Renee Koth. This is Haley Zarita. This is new Emerald, Kayla Barnes, new Emerald, Carolyn Dion, and then we have Michael Harold as well. So if I missed you in there, please shout me out and go, hello, I'm an Emerald, but these are the ones who are being paid Emeralds. So not hit Emerald and fell out, not hit Diamond and fell out. These are paid positions right here. So yay. This was what I got really excited about last night when I was doing all the statistics for our team. Guys, this past year, our team has onboarded 130 coaches since January 20th. Guys, that's not even counting customers. How many of you guys, raise your hand, if you have enrolled a customer this year and not a coach? Me, I have. There's no shame in it. Some people don't want to coach. They don't even want the discount. No big deal. We still love them. We still serve them. But guys, we have onboarded 130 coaches this year. That's why our team is going to hit elite, because we're what, little over halfway through the year. Let's do it again, right? Let's do it again. Let's enroll another 130 coaches this year. Like, I just would fall out. I would be so excited for us. Okay. We announced this last week, but in case you missed it, this past month, our rank in the entire coach network is 330. And guys, I say that like that number now means even more to me after listening to Carl Deichler's opening session for Summit today. If you have not caught that, it is phenomenal. Make time to watch it. We're going to talk about the announcements that he made, but his story in the beginning, and I think it's because I've been here for 6 years, I didn't quit. There were so many times during this that I wanted to quit when nobody was in my challenge group, when nobody was showing up for nightly accountability, when nobody was liking my Instagram posts, when I felt so alone when I opened this team up by myself. And now for us to be ranked at 330 because we didn't quit, it's a huge freaking deal, you guys. Huge deal. And I just could not be more excited for our team about that. But like I said, he talked about this morning kind of some longevity of Team Beachbody and what it's seen since 2016. So I started coaching in 2014. I really didn't sink into doing my business. Like, I mean, I was Diamond, but I didn't do anything with this. Like, I just onboarded coaches for the discount because I'm a military spouse and that's what I was told to do. But I really didn't start sinking into this as a business until the very beginning of 2017. So that was huge for me. So with that said, he was talking about in 2016 with the launch of 21 Day Fix and all of that. And that was when they started shifting their platform over to Beachbody On Demand. So it wasn't just DVDs in your home sitting on your shelf anymore. There were a little over 400,000 coaches in Team Beachbody. In 2016, the corporate, I didn't have a bad year, but corporate as a whole had a really difficult year. There was a lot of like nastiness going on not within our corporate structure, but like other corporations. There was a wine MLM that was paying Beachbody coaches to sign up with them and bring their whole teams from Beachbody to their wine MLM company. Any of you guys who have been around this long enough to know, like, you remember that. People were asking left and right, are you a Beachbody coach? You'd say yes. They'd send you a message. Hey, I just started this wine direct sales thing. We're giving Beachbody coaches X amount of dollars to come switch over to us. You want to know why? Because Team Beachbody knows what the heck they're freaking doing. That's why. And they wanted that. They wanted that. So there was that. There was a legging company that got really huge at that point in time as well, where a lot of Beachbody coaches abandoned ship because there was a lot of changes that were going on with switching over from DVDs to BOD, right? And so they were like, oh, you can make X amount of dollars doing this. You're not making enough money right now with Beachbody. Come do this. And so a lot of people abandoned ship and they slipped down to about 300,000 coaches at that point. I didn't realize that. I mean, to me, I knew nothing different about what was going on. And he said this past month in June, Beachbody has now surpassed 400,000 coaches again. And guys, that's because we're doing something right. We're not leading with, come do this and get rich quick and come do this and see super fast success. We're in this because our heart is in this, because we genuinely care about helping people, and not just helping people put $5 in their pocket, but helping people live healthier, happier, more fulfilling lives. And that is a huge freaking deal. So for our little Team Nourished team, to be ranked 330 out of over 400,000 coaches, you guys. It's a really big deal. It's something to be incredibly proud of, and incredibly, like, put that out there. Like, be proud of the team. Encourage people to join us. Like, we want to be this powerful, amazing team. So keep talking about it. Congratulations. I saw Kayla popped on. Welcome, Kayla. I'm so glad you hopped on. Congratulations, Kayla Barnes and Carolyn Dion. Here's your official Emerald coach. Congratulations, party. So guys, raise a glass. If you are cheersing to anything, cheers to them tonight. Really, I just want another reason to celebrate and another reason to take a sip of my wine. But I'm very proud of you guys. Like I said in my post this morning about them, Emerald Coach is enrolling 2 people. 2 people. It can be friends, it can be family, it can be, I talked to another girl who's on our team who's just starting to slowly build right now. And she was like, well, I don't know if it's a conflict of interest, but like, I think I want to sign up my mom. And I was like, no, how would that be a conflict of interest? Like, absolutely not. Beachbody wants you to enroll your friends. Beachbody wants you to enroll your family. Beachbody wants you to be successful, and whoever around you in your circle that you can impact with what we have, do it, right? Like, if you're getting questions like, well, I'm going to buy her challenge pack and her challenge pack and his challenge pack and my neighbor's challenge pack, like, then we got to slow the roll and like pull it back in, because there's some like legal stuff that we got to make sure that we're being legal about. But like, you get a U+2, and that, or I'm sorry, yeah, U+2. And U+2 means your spouse can be one of your coaches and you can run their business center. So like, when you see that Matt is diamond, like, I love you, babe. He's not watching this replay anyway. He's out in the field, like, blowing stuff up, I think. But he is diamond because I made him diamond. I control Matt's business center. That is completely allowed within Beachbody. Again, when you hit 2-star diamond and they let you open up another version of yourself, you can also make an income off of that. They want you to make an income. So like, why would you not take advantage of that? So congratulations, Kayla. Congratulations, Carolyn. I have every confidence in the world that you guys are going to impact your teams, my team, this team, Team Nourish, and the world on a huge scale, even if it's just one other person. It doesn't matter. Like, every single person matters in this team. So, all right. So I'm going to take another sip of wine. You can join me if you want, because now we have to go into announcements. And you guys, like, I almost want to let somebody take over and do announcements for me from now on, because we have so many freaking announcements this week. It's not even funny. So
I can read.
What's that?
So I can read.
You can read. Well, I don't even have all the slides, or else I totally. Maybe I'll task you with that next time. I'll get all the slides together, and it's all because of Summit. And when I should have known better than to make the slideshow last night when they announced like 5 new things this morning, and I've been out all day, so I didn't get a chance to like actually put them on the slides. But Bevy is here. I don't know where it snuck up on me. I was like, I even posted about it. I had my scheduled post go out today in my challenge group, and I was like, oh God, my challenge group thing says that Bevy launches tomorrow on the 17th. It launched on the 13th. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was launching late this week, not early this week. Bevy launched, again, please go watch Carl's opening thing. There's a whole section about Bevy in it. So they had the creator of Bevy, who's on our research and development team, come on and share why Bevy was so important to add to our lineup of products, what these things are clinically tested to, that we're allowed to say because they've been clinically tested to do, which is this stuff right here. Clinically tested brewer's yeast peptides are shown to curb cravings and reduce hunger intake or food intake. Green tea phytosomes are clinically tested to help the body burn more fat as fuel. Fiber, 3 grams of non-GMO soluble fiber to help get the recommended amount. Carl said today earlier that the research and development girl, excuse me, said that 95% of people do not get enough, Americans do not get enough fiber in their bodies. So we are adding fiber to that. That's why a lot of people feel hungry all the time, is because they're not eating enough fiber. They're eating crap for food, and they're not nourishing their body. So this has all of those things. Just a quick little rundown. It is 15 calories, so very low calories. So you're not adding a lot to your nutritional count each day. There are 8 milligram, milligrams, sorry, I really should know this better, like it's my profession and all, but milligrams of caffeine in it. So most coffees have between 80 and 100 milligrams of caffeine in them. So this has 8. So if you are very, very sensitive to caffeine, this would be a really great substitute for you. If you just want to reduce your caffeine intake as a whole, this would be really great. You can drink it in the evening. Carl's big thing with this was he was finding that a lot of people are very snacky in the evenings. And like, I can raise my hand with that. The kids go down to bed. I'm like, and I totally have good intentions. Like, I've eaten well all day and it's not real hunger. It's like 9:15 p.m. hunger, and there's not a real thing. And so he was like, we really want to create a supplement that you're able to drink or eat when they went to research and development, so that you can not add to your calorie intake, so that you can not add to the density in your body right before bed that isn't going to get you hyped up. There's no stimulant, going on. So that's why they created Bevy, which I think is really fantastic. I ordered both flavors and I'm really, really excited to taste it. I have been told that the lemon is bomb.com. So super pumped about that. Register now for Team Cup. So August is Team Cup month for Beachbody, and that means that we get together as small groups of 5. So there are 5 coaches on each team, and I'm actually not going to go into this a whole lot. We're going to talk about this more on next week's call, because I kind of want to have plenty of time to celebrate. But we get together in teams of 5. We help all the people. We get all the prizes. That's the long and short of it. Okay, I'm going to stop share real quick on that, and I'm going to run down all of the amazing announcements that were announced at Coach Summit today. So, Coach Summit today, guys, next year, Coach Summit is going to St. Louis. So, yay! If you've never been to St. Louis, get pumped, because St. Louis is actually a really great town. I love St. Louis. I keep thinking of huge team pictures in front of the arch. There's a park where the arch is, and you can take these incredibly beautiful pictures. We've been to St. Louis several times, and I love, love, love St. Louis. Amanda, yeah, you said it's somewhere you know how to get around. You are going to be our resident like trolley car. I can already tell. I saw you in the team page had said something about like getting together a carpool of people. I think that's a great idea. It's like, what is it, 4 hours? Yeah, like 4 hours from Clarksville. So I know we have a huge Clarksville team. So that would be really great. I will not be in Clarksville. I will be flying from Hawaii, but I will be there because I would not, if I have any control over it, like obviously I don't have control over COVID. If I had any control over it, I would be at every single summit because I love it that much, and I will fly from Hawaii. Last year was crazy. I flew from Hawaii to Virginia, left my kids, picked up Carrie, drove to DC and flew to Summit, flew back, drove to Richmond, picked up my kids and flew back to Hawaii. That's how much I love Summit, you guys. And that, by the way, was like, I don't know, 35 days after I had moved to Hawaii. So this isn't a game for me. Like, it's not like, oh, if it works out. Like, I build my schedule around Summit because it's that important to me. It is that big of a deal, and I'm not playing around. So we are going to St. Louis next year, which I am super pumped about. A couple of other amazing announcements. Control Freak, we're going to start at the end, like how Carl did, and work our way forward. Control Freak with Autumn, brand new program for our Autumn lovers out there. Yay! So if you are a fan of 80-Day Obsession, 21-Day Fix, 21-Day Fix Extreme, yes, Leanna, I see you clapping. I know Katie, Autumn's your girl. I saw that earlier today. Gonna be an amazing program. So like, obviously I know just as much as you do about it, other than the fact that it looks hardcore. And even though Autumn is not my favorite trainer in the whole world, I like softer trainers. I will still go into it gung-ho and do it right alongside you guys because I always get good results for programs too. So super, super fun. So that starts this winter. If that helps, that doesn't really help, but that program starts this winter. There is, it just says winter 2020. There are 2 other new big programs coming out. Let's see, Bar Blend has launched a pre and postnatal bar blend set That says it is coming to the library in August, which is next month, you guys. So if you have friends that are, and I heard Elise talk about it a little bit today, and what she was saying was, even if you are like getting your body prepared to have a baby, this is a really good program for you. If you are currently pregnant, great program for you. If you are postpartum, great program for you. It doesn't surprise me. It is all about core rebuilding, low impact, perfect for pregnant and postpartum moms. So be thinking about who you know that program would be a direct fit for. And then maybe even we can start a bod group for our, you know, postpartum, prepartum mamas, that kind of thing. I think that's a really, really smart idea. And the other program is 30-day breakaway. So my husband will pee his pants when he gets back from the mountains, and he will be so excited because he is a hardcore runner. And he has always used Beachbody as a cross-training program for his running. He loves to run. It is totally his jam. And so this is a cross-training and running program from our trainer who is in the Hispanic market. Idalis is her name. So if you're wanting to say it and you don't know how to say it, her name is Idalis. That is going to be coming, oh gosh, no, okay, I'm sorry, October the 5th. So that program is launching this fall. Really exciting. It's a 30-day program. You get a medal. Guess who hates running? This girl. Guess who's going to do the stinking program anyway, because it gives you a medal? This girl. Why? Because you get a medal. That's why I'll be doing it. I know. Yay, Leanne, I'm so glad you're stoked. I know, Amanda, that is totally up your alley with the running world, like 100%. I think that this is going to really open a very smart market for Beachbody as a whole. Like, let's think of this from a business perspective. Who are we not serving? The running community. Why? Because runners are pretty freaking independent and they just go running, right? So, oh yeah, I know, it does make me excited too, Carrie. So this is a really, really smart business move for Beachbody as well. So be thinking about, who do you know that loves to run, that needs a cross-training program? Do you want to run and you've never been able to? You know, I think that's amazing. Oh my God, you already registered for Summit. Holy crap. Now I have to, as soon as I get off here. I haven't even done it. Okay, I think, oh, the other announcements are, here, we're taking a drink first. The other announcements are that the seasonal Shakeologies are going to be back. Pumpkin spice for the fall, peppermint mocha for the winter. And dates for that are September 2nd for pumpkin spice, November 2nd for peppermint mocha. If you did not get in for salted caramel, sorry, Charlie. Have a little bit, but I kind of like it, so I'm going to keep it. But maybe you can bribe somebody on the team who it's not their jam and they want to sell one to you. I don't know. I will tell you, I will be buying 5 boxes of peppermint mocha. So when pumpkin spice launched, the original pumpkin spice, like 2 falls ago, I bought 5 boxes. Well, technically I bought 10 boxes on accident. I meant to buy 5 because I'm a basic white girl and like pumpkin spice. And then I accidentally bought it under me and under Matt, so I had 10 boxes. So we had lots of pumpkin spice. So then when peppermint mocha launched, I was like, I'm gonna chill out a little bit. Maybe I'm not gonna do 5 boxes. And I instantly regretted it, you guys. Peppermint mocha, if you have not tasted it and you like, I know some people aren't into peppermint mocha, and that's fine. I am, and I also love that. So I will be buying the maximum amount I am allowed to buy because it is my favorite and I loved it. And it makes me think of Christmas. Yeah, you regretted only getting 1 box of caramel. Yeah, same. I really like it. I do. I really, really like it. I don't want to drink it every day, but I like, you know, mixing it in with my flow there. All right, guys. So I'm going to take a drink break and then we're going to do micro training. Does anybody want to celebrate anything today while I am getting the video queued up? I got a video.
I didn't kill anybody today.
Woo!
I made it through 6.5 hours of mediation and I didn't kill anybody. So, and then I came home to my mom telling me that I needed to move out of the house we just rented because it was too much money. So I didn't kill anybody today. So that is a super big, huge win in my books. So I'm going to celebrate that all day long.
We
as
will
well
cheer.
as my emerald status.
A toast to Carolyn not killing anyone. I also did not kill anyone, and hopefully no one else on this call did, because killing is bad, okay? Don't do it. At least if you do, don't tell me about it. That way I don't have to be an accomplice. Okay. So let me...
Hold, please.
Oh!
I've been meaning to make a graphic, but I've just been all over the place. Kendall is half of an emerald right now.
Woo!
Needs one more coach to be an emerald.
Cheers to Kendall. Half emeralds, dude. Our freaking team with these half emeralds. Katie is a half emerald. Let's see, who else on here? Yeah, Katie is a half emerald and Kendall on here is a half emerald. Guys, I'm telling you, our team has half emeralds exploding all over the place. And so I feel like every single day that I go and check my back office, I'm excited to see a new half an emerald or a new whole emerald. It's exciting. You're off here. All right. Bye, Amy. Love you lots, girl. Okay. So let's do a little micro training. Let me just screen share so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so yesterday there it is. Yesterday I attended a training and I wanted to give you guys a micro version of it. So yesterday's training that I attended was on the seasons of your business. And so this can be applied to seasons of your life. Maybe, you know, I always think that everything in Beachbody, I gotta take this off. I'm sweating to death. Here it goes. Oh my God. And they're rattling. It's driving me crazy. Okay, I think it's the wine. But yesterday's training was all about seasons of your business. I have always been a firm believer that everything in my Beachbody business is directly translated into my life as well. So everything in my life, I feel like I can draw all these parallels between my business, my life, my marriage, my parenting, you know, when I was working outside the home doing, you know, nutrition education, I could apply it there. And so I hope that everything that we do in our team training, like even if you aren't you have these baller goals with Beachbody, that's okay. Like you can still apply our training outside of that. So with that said, we're going to do the seasons of your business and how to thrive in all of them. So the coach that I talked to yesterday, she is a seasons coach. It was kind of an interesting discussion. She and I don't share a lot of the same core belief systems, and that's okay. Like I can still learn from her and still really directly apply it. So the graphic I'm going to share next, there are some things in there that I don't personally align with. And so I am one of those people that really feels very strongly like I take what I can that applies to me that I can grow from, and I leave the rest. And maybe you can take something else and leave whatever doesn't serve you. And so that's totally fine. Oh, and apparently that is not, hey, Sarah, hi. What's up?
So Davin is, we're trying,
Sorry.
to play something.
Uh-huh.
And Davin is keep messing everything up.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to get a dinosaur.
Shoot. All right. Well, hey, can you talk to him about that? I'm on a call. Can you shut my door, Davin? Stop. Sorry. Hashtag mom life. Okay. So this is the, I thought I put the graphic on the slideshow, but I didn't. So this is the graphic that she shared with us yesterday. I will put it in our team call, so don't feel like you're, not going to get this. But basically she's saying there are 4 seasons, just like there are 4 actual seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, and that we progress through them in a cyclical manner, typically. Sometimes you'll volley back and forth, but really once you start examining things, you do kind of flow in a rhythmic pattern. That is because we are humans, and therefore we live in this human world on Earth. Earth has seasons, we have seasons. I'm like, okay, I got it. Parallels. So with that said, in each of these seasons of your business, of your life, you're going to sometimes not going to be able to control the fact that you are in that season. And maybe you don't like being in that season. Maybe that season is really, really, really difficult for you right now. Or maybe you're coming out of a really difficult season, or like I said, going into one, or maybe you're in the thick of it right now. there are ways, and I really loved this little part down here at the bottom about inquiries. There are ways to really appreciate the season that you're in with an eye toward where you're going. So like in the chat box, I would love for you, and I'm going to kind of give a little miniature rundown of the season so that you can be like, oh yeah, that's the season that I'm feeling like I'm in right now. So summer season, we're like literally in the summer season in July, is typically powerful connections. Your invites are super powerful. Everything feels, you're on fire, you're passionate, you're hot about this, you know, you've got lots of stuff going on and things are really like blossoming in your life. Things are kind of beautiful in the summer, right? I mean, they're hot and it can feel a little passiony, you know, but you're in the thick of that. And so I loved in this, she talks about there's also shadow expressions. So sometimes if you can't tell what season you're in, you need to look at what they would consider the shadow expression of that season, or the more negatively looked at expression of that season. And maybe that will tell you where you are. And so trying to figure out where are you in that. I can almost always pinpoint what's wrong before I can pinpoint what's right. I think most people can, right? So the shadow expression of summer is feeling burnt out, feeling like you're overworking, you're overwhelmed, you don't have enough support, you don't have enough help, visibility and vulnerability hangover. So that's like, oh my gosh, this is all just too much, just way too much. And I feel like I can always I like word pictures. And so the word picture of like sitting out in the hot heat, in the hot sun, and it may be really beautiful, but damn if it is not hot. Like that just oppressive heat can also feel really stifling and make you feel very, very uncomfortable. So that is the shadow expression of that. So if you are, I'll keep going through them first. And then next is fall. So fall is the harvest, right? I mean, I feel like that's a pretty intense visual word picture. Even if you aren't connected to an agriculture background, you know what a harvest looks like, right? Like things grew, now you harvest them, you take them. And so just like that in our business, there are cycles of harvest. And so these are, you have support systems going, you're receiving income, things are flowing, there's completion to something, like you've had a conversation, someone has completed the share a cart, like you're really rolling into that, you're harvesting what you planted back in the spring, what grew in the summer with all of that like heat and passion and fire, right? You're harvesting that in the fall. The shadow expression of that sometimes is that you have a lack of follow-up. So like the zucchini is ready to be picked, but the farmer has to pick it. And so if the farmer doesn't go back out to the field to pick the zucchini, guess what happens to that zucchini? Either somebody else is going to pick it, or the zucchini is going to rot. Having grown zucchini, those are really the only two options. Maybe a deer will pick it with his mouth. But so lack of follow-up, not earning to your fullest potential, flailing. You feel like you're flailing all the time. I know I've been there a lot, especially if you don't have systems in place. There's a lot of self-doubt. Maybe this harvest isn't big enough. Why isn't this harvest bigger? I planted 500 seeds. Why are there only 50 plants? You know, like that kind of energy that you're feeling. Transitioning into the winter, that is my least favorite. I mean, I don't mind snow, but I don't love winter. Winter is typically a slower pace. You feel very slow. Things are slowing down. Sometimes there's a lot of grieving that's going on, especially if there's been a life event that has caused you grief. Maybe a loved one has died, or a pet has died, or you're grieving the loss of a job, or something that you thought, a boyfriend that you thought was going to, you know, be the one and he isn't. Like just that grief process there. A lot of times that energy comes out in self-care. There's a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of journaling, creative incubation, like it, but also I love the shadow expressions of this. You don't feel, so you're not feeling your feelings. You're trying to hide them. You're trying to force yourself into a summer when really you're in a winter. You are not carving out time for self-care or rest. You feel stuck, burnt out, or lacking in creative energy. And I feel like we all have been there. I think the cool thing about these seasons is that we've all been there in some time or space. And then the spring is the planting season. So you're developing new creative ideas. There's new beginnings. There's enthusiasm. I probably should have started there. But you're you got all the ideas, right? Like they're all just revving. I mean, you got notebooks full of challenge group ideas and what are you going to do with the launch of the, you know, running program and this and that and this and that. Like you got ideas flowing out of every orifice of your body. But the shadow expression is endlessly generating new ideas and not taking action, which again, I feel like I'm like, yes, I have definitely been there. Staying stuck in indecision, not using your time effectively to grow your prospects. So I love that. I'm actually going to skip over the inquiries because there's a whole part of this that, and I'll type them out and put them into our team page so you can see, like, okay, so I'm in summer and things feel really hot. What do I do to not feel that shadow expression? What do I do to not feel inadequate and burnt out? So you're asking yourselves these questions. What areas, you know, and I'll type out the questions so that you guys don't have to like sit here and ram, because I do have like a short little video and then we can have hangout time. But same thing for fall. How can I develop systems to put them in place? Same thing for winter. What can I release? How can I carve out time for more self-care? But the key here is to recognize and honor the systems, or I'm sorry, the season that you're in. Feel into that season. That's really hard for me. I was telling somebody yesterday what was really hard for me in that was that I don't want to feel into it. I don't want to acknowledge that sometimes I need to rest when I feel less than in my business and I want to feel like I'm booming and doing great. But the more that I do, the more burnt out I feel. And that's because I'm not honoring the season that I'm in. So really leaning into that season and giving yourself what you need during that season so that you can enjoy the harvest. I'm going to play a quick little video for you guys. This is from Stephen Covey, or Franklin Covey, if you're familiar with him. He wrote the book, the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Sorry, I have it on my bookshelf and I wanted to get it right. Really, really amazing book. They have an entire foundation that is all about personal growth. Really wonderful. So I am going to start this for you guys. Hold on just a moment. All right. And it's a little over 6 minutes, so hopefully it will queue up. Is it gonna go? It's buffering and buffering. Sorry, my internet is slow. Oh, okay. Give it like 5 more seconds and then I'll. Oh, boo. All right. Okay, I think we'll have to play it small. Katie, can you hear that?
There's an old saying among potato growers is that a good rotation is 1,000 years of sagebrush and 1 year of potatoes. And whereas that's not possible, obviously, then we do next best, and that is spend the time and the number of years we need to prepare that ground so that when we do plant a potato crop, which is very expensive to grow, we know then that we've given it every chance to succeed and have a premium quality potato. We recognize that there's a brotherhood of sorts among growers of potatoes. On the other hand, we also recognize the fact that we're in total competition one with another, that those people who buy our products examine virtually every potato storage and try to select the premium quality potatoes. In the potato industry, people are willing to pay for a premium potato, but the poor quality potato is really unmarketable. So it's a very serious consideration that we take the time to prepare for that potato crop. And so what we do is spend anywhere from 2 to 3 or 4 years preparing the ground prior to planting potatoes. And this crop is one of them. It's a wheat crop, and it's not a lucrative crop, but it's a very good crop to prepare for the potato crop that's yet to come. All the preparations we can make almost daily, we do in order to assure quality. And we have to work hard at it. Otherwise, we have a product that no one wants to buy. One of the things that we've learned over the years, and I'm not young anymore, is the fact that Mother Nature is terribly unforgiving. And if we violate her rules, then she's very severe. And those who try to cheat her and ask for leniency are the ones who ultimately fail. Some years she may give us a little break, but if you count on it, you're a fool. You count only on your ability to get the crop out before Mother Nature's going to come and take it from you. The temptation to do things easier, quicker is sometimes there, but we've learned that we can't do it. We have to put the time and effort and money into having machinery and people prepared and make the sacrifices that's necessary to get it done in that time frame. We have 3 or 4 years of preparation for one crop of potatoes, and then we have a window of 3 weeks to get that crop out of the ground and under cover before Mother Nature plays tricks on us. And we try to maximize our growing season by waiting as long as we dare, but we also know that we're tickling the dragon's tail, so to speak, and so we make every preparation we can to let the crop grow as long as we can, and then once that's over, then we get into harvest. It's terribly important that we go not night and day, but 18 hours a day in order to beat that potential cold that could destroy the crop, even though it's in the ground. It's a pretty tough schedule and pretty important that we're fully prepared and competent and get the job done timely, or we could lose it. Virtually 3 or 4 years of work. In this business, we've learned some lessons, and some of them in a hard way, that we can't take shortcuts or try to cheat as it relates to a harvest time. All the advances we see in irrigation, in equipment, in technology, in seed, and fertilization is not a substitute for other things. Anytime we violate the law of the harvest, so to speak, then we're doomed to failure in spite of all the advancements that we see come along. We try to make the best use we can of new technology and equipment that fits our needs, but we have also learned that it is no substitute for good, sound decision-making and preparation, which we've always relied on, and we will always rely on it. It's more fundamental than changes in technology and equipment. I sense sometimes that there's a growing mentality in this country and maybe in the world that great things are going to be accomplished through advancements in technology and communications and computers, and to the point that the human element is not important. And I think nothing could be further from the truth, that we succeed only to the point that we develop the ability to change with changing times, to be prepared, to resist the temptation to make shortcuts in our own preparation and knowledge. And I think the moment we rely on technology to substitute, we make great mistakes. Well, by the very nature of farming, we have no roof over our head. We take whatever Mother Nature gives to us. We can't store good weather. We have to use it when it's good. We can't control the elements. We like the life. We think it builds character in people.
All right, you guys. Let me bring this sweet little old man off. That is so cute. I know the video is kind of dry. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know the video is kind of dry, but it kind of reminds me of like my grandpa. So I was like, oh. But when I saw that during the leadership training that I attended about the seasons of your business, it makes a lot of sense to me. And I think we've gotten so far away from being connected to an agriculture society that with the Industrial Revolution, everything just happens so fast, and we think that everything should happen so fast. And so for me, that video and the idea of seasons was very encouraging. It wasn't like, oh God, now we're in the winter, but like, I see so many parallels between coaching and planting the seed with somebody. And we want, obviously the idea is that like, we want to reach out to somebody and say, hey girl, do you want to join my challenge group? And she's like, yes, I do. And then you send her a share card and she's like, yes, I completed. And like, that might happen 1% of the time. But generally, you have to plant the seed and continue tending the soil and watering it and letting the sun and outside influence that you don't have control over warm it up and get it ready. And then it's ready to harvest. And then you see that sprout grow. And I think that there's so many parallels in that for me anyway. And so I think because of our team's incredible progress in this last year, it is because this team understands that. It's because like, even if we don't like it, even if we don't like that it took us longer to get here, and that for the last 3 years, we have wanted to be elite and we have put that on the goal board, like we haven't given up. And I mean, I think about the potato farmers and the other agriculture people out there, that when a tornado comes and rips their crops to shreds, like that can be devastating, and they can sit and wallow and give up, or they can plant again and they can keep going, and they can do what they can do. And so that's where I feel like we are in this. And that's where I wanted to, so it's like training. I think it's just more encouragement and to keep going and to keep doing those daily, again, I think of my business. I mean, like, people aren't potatoes, right? But like our business is paralleling with the potato harvest. But like, if that farmer isn't there doing the things that farmers do on a daily basis, the potatoes don't grow. And so there is no harvest. And so it's important that we do the things on our business activity tracker, that we follow up, that we post, that we show up, that we go to the accountability group, because those are the things that end up leading to really wonderful proof the product works kind of people, And so I remember I was thinking about this, Amanda Harold, you probably remember this, but a really defining moment in my coaching career was when we were in New Orleans the last time. And we were sitting there. It was like after Summit had ended, we were sitting in a little cafe having brunch before we were going to drive back to Clarksville. And a challenger of mine reached out to me and told me she had lost 100 pounds because of what we were doing. And that was like the most I sat there and I cried in the booth, because that's why I'm doing this. I want people to have radical change in their life. And I know that I want that to happen like that. I know that they want that to happen like that, but it doesn't happen that quickly. And so to have seen that fruit pay off was such a huge deal. And so I wish that for everybody. I mean, it doesn't have to be one of your clients losing 100 pounds. It can be, I don't know, a mother that, I think about Katie Moore's story, a mother that chose not to kill herself. It can be someone who lost 100 pounds. It can be a marriage that was saved, or a marriage that was gained. You found your soulmate kind of thing. Like, I don't know, there's so much possibility in this. And that's what brings me back day after day, is that idea that there will be a harvest. And so sometimes when you're in the winter, like, I don't know if any of you guys feel like you're in the winter of your business or the winter of your life. I think just having hope that there is spring that will come is really, really powerful. And so that was kind of my takeaways from that training and what I wanted to share with you guys. So the formal portion of our event is over for the night. So if you have to scooch, I understand, but I will be here drinking my wine. I will actually probably go get some more. I'm going to stop the recording.